Okay, here we
It's all
go.
bull. Okay.
Oh, now the countdown don't want to work. That's Hi, Chris. How are you? Let's see your shirt. That's what you were showing me. Let's see your
My
shirt. What does
shirt.
your shirt say? Read it to us. Yeah. What does
Y'all,
it
my
say?
shirt says she was born and raised in Wish a Bitch Woods.
If I'm going to be born in any woods, bitch, it's going to be that one. Hold on. We
Hey,
got a
guess
comment going
what?
on over here.
Clickety clack. Your bitch Tira is
Clickety
back.
clack, Eddie. Hi, baby. Hi, boo. I'm going to get off of camera. You know, my tripod's broken and I don't take any chances with, because I am a YouTuber, whatever. I don't take chances with, you know, the angles, honey. And with the tripod being broken. Hi, Megan. Good to see you, Meg. Sorry. Hi,
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 Megan.
hi. Eddie, how are you?
Hi,
Thanks for
Eddie.
being here, Miss Megs. Um, so I mean, for the replay gang, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. I know there's so many sock accounts that were created in the last 48 hours and maybe even a week. Who knows, right? Because this live has been up for at least a week, right? I've been away for 5 days, been home for 2. So yeah, over a week. But you guys can't do anything for 2 hours. I would have done 4 hours, but I do want people to be able to comment. I don't want to, you know, shut anyone up. Hi, curls. Yay. Hi. I'm so glad you're here, Eddie. I'm so glad you're here. We're on subscribers only for 2 hours. So moderators with the wrenches, like you're not going to really need to have my back until the 2 hours is up. Cause you know, none of them like subscribe. They ain't that smart. So yeah, they got to wait 2 hours. Chris, here we are. Here we are.
Hello, Miss Tira.
How are you
Yes, here
doing this?
we have found ourselves.
Yes, here we have found ourselves. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because to be
Oh,
completely transparent here, I did reach out to you. I was going to do this live stream and I said, you know what? I think Chris deserves an opportunity, you know, to have her voice heard, because you find yourself in comments a lot. And I recently found out that someone who supports me made a sock account, and that's how you were brought up again, from my knowledge, because since then, you know, you've told me you've been brought up quite a bit. I just didn't know about it. But I reached out to you, and we were going to do this live stream together. We were going to address a few ladies. And, you know, since I've been home the last couple days, it's, you know, turned into like a subscriber's point of view, you know, and that's what I want to talk about, because everything Perez Hilton has happened. I mean, Jesus, Dalton can't even cry, you know, and then him and Sacco, there's a big old conspiracy about that. But, you know, I think mental health is so important.
there
And
has
even though,
definitely, we have both faced complete war, and it has been over nothing more. When you boil the pot down, it's been nothing more than our mental health. But there are
yeah,
people
yeah.
that say they go so hard for mental health.
Well, I do. I do.
No,
And
no,
I
no. I
stand
don't
on that. I
mean
will
you.
die
I
on
mean
that hill. No, no, no. I
us,
know. But I'm just saying that's why we're talking about this, Chris. And
and
that's
that's
why
why
it's
we're
become what it
talking about
is.
this.
Yeah.
Because if
Because
it
this is
were,
too much.
well, and if this were happening with people that First of all, let me start out by saying I had a whole crash out
You have. I have too,
in the
Chris,
first
before you even
time
came along.
so I have learned so many lessons. I have been very much pro advocate, not only for my mental health, but also my physical health, which has been mocked, questioned whether it was true or not. And I'm a nobody. I'm a subscriber. I'm a girl who
Yeah.
watches videos who happen to have some really bad stuff going on because my mother was passing and there was miscommunication and
Oversharing.
misunderstandings.
What about oversharing? Can you take responsibility for the
Oh, I
oversharing?
definitely
Yeah.
overshared. I
Yeah. And we
trauma
all had to
dumped.
learn the hard way.
I
Yes, you did.
trauma dumped.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
overshared. But it's because I was naive and
Absolutely.
I
We all were, babe. We all were.
thought I didn't start YouTube in anything other than beauty and true crime.
You know
And
what? How
beauty
did you
is
end
what
up in
led
this
me.
toxic community? Chris, can you hear
How did
me?
I
I just
get
don't want us to
here?
talk over each other. Yeah. How did you end up in this toxic community? Because I'm stuck here because I bought a home here. And when you buy a home, it's forever. I can't escape this corner of the YouTube. How did you get here?
I want, like I said, my original coming to YouTube content was beauty and true crime.
Beauty was
As I'm
mine, so that's
watching a
interesting.
as I'm watching a Bailey Sarian video, I'm like scrolling at the little videos under it, and this lady pops up. And I said, "Oh, she looks kind of cool. I want to check her out." So I checked her out, and I thought she was really, really, really groovy. So I subscribed to her channel. And I didn't know how to act in these, you know, smaller, because I didn't comment in big true crime. So I'd start to leave a comment here or there, and through watching her name, I saw certain other channels brought up, and I went and I looked at them. I went to yours through one of her videos, and I
You're
was like,
talking
"Oh,
about you didn't say her name yet. Who are you
I'm
talking
talking
about?
I have been subscribed to Just Ann since I started YouTube."
Same. That is so funny. Same. I have been subscribed to Anne for I've been on YouTube 6 years, so at least 8 years.
Yeah, I've been subscribed, and I started YouTube and really started sticking my toes into social media when my son went to Okinawa, and I had to get him Facebook and Messenger so that I could talk to him.
Got you. Yeah, because I asked her to take some notes in case she wanted to make sure she didn't forget stuff. She later told me that she would do the PowerPoint. And I am like, Chris, you wouldn't know a PowerPoint if it hits you in the head. There's no way you're doing a PowerPoint right now. So yeah,
No.
you just were totally oblivious to social media and you ended up finding me because Anne was talking about me and you said something about what was that video about where she was talking about me?
She was almost making a video where she was sorry for how she had treated you, and that
Oh.
she just wanted to
Oh.
be done fighting with everybody.
That one. Okay. Okay. So you're watching Anne on her beauty channel. She starts her vlog channel. So, of course, you go over there too. And I
Yep.
do remember that video. That was so long ago. So
And
you
I
came and
watched
looked at me.
that, and I came and checked into you. And I, contrary to popular belief and from what people have seen on these interwebs, you and I actually have a lot in common.
I think that's what happens with a lot of us. I think because of the mob mentality, I think there's division, there's divide. I think both of our mental health played a big part in how we react. Like Chris's first time on my channel, because she did become a subscriber of mine. She came into my chats and she was in my live streams, you know. Her first time coming on my panel ended up being what I called the Jerry Springer episode on my original channel, you know, that I had lost. And unfortunately, that footage is gone and nowhere to be found ever again. Sorry, I'm outside. I forget
And
the
I was the
motorcycle.
girl who got paid by Jerry Springer to act a total fool.
Gomez. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But yeah, we definitely have a past, but we definitely you know, Gomez, he was talking shit when he came in here, and he's like, you know what, though? I have to say, I'm not going to complain. At least it's not a nail video. See, Gomez? See, Gomez? You just got to take the good with the bad, babe. You know, it's Chris. Yes, it's Chris, right? But, like, you know, this could be a good one. At least it's not a nail video, babe.
I
I
will be
totally
the
agree.
first one to say that I have in no way been perfect, been an angel, not bugged all the way up,
Yep, you
but
absolutely have. So have I.
sometimes when your world implodes, things like this happen. Um, Except
And
for
wouldn't
I
you
didn't
agree?
realize the consequences
The
of
only
it
one subscribed,
happening
Gomez.
so public.
Yeah, yeah, so publicly, absolutely. And you can't take it back, you know, it's on there
No,
forever. I know your Jerry Springer episode is gone, but like it could return, you know, it really could. My channel could return. Nicole's did,
listen,
so I have hope that it will one day, right? So it's like it could return. And that is an imprint on, you know, the internet that we've made forever. But when we can sit back and talk about like, man, you know, our mental health was bad, it allowed us to behave badly, don't you think that it's their mental health that makes them behave badly? And do we have grace for that? Because we do know how important mental health is, and I am truly a mental health advocate. I don't call it a loony bin.
um,
I don't call it
Sarah,
those things. I don't talk about people when they are talking about going to the mental hospital. You know, do we have empathy for people who bully and harass and stalk? You have been stalked in
I
other creators' comment sections, Chris.
yes, I have been, and this has just been as it has just been made publicly known
Yes, my
as of just a few weeks ago. It's gone from understandably, we don't like Chris. She's not for
yeah,
us.
right.
To bullying Chris, to obsessively talking about me when I am actively not participating in their communities.
You
I've
know,
had my
and
mental health and my medication talked about by a person who also takes medication for mental health. Is that
and it's actually
really?
quite the dosage, right? Like, first of all, you're going to talk about how I take my mental health medication, but you're on double that mental health medication And you talk as if you are on double that dose of fucking medication. So why are we projecting? Is that all we're dealing with? A bunch of women who haven't matured and they're
All I can
projecting their
say is I
insecurities?
heard in a live stream, and just for like keeping the peace's sake, and I'm just gonna say that, I heard a stream that Jenny Craig just happened to be on. And she talked about her medication dosage while the friend sat there talking about, oh, how much medicine I take, and that it's very up there. And the woman talking about me takes double the amount
Right.
of
And it's a very
the type
unhealthy
of
dose.
medication that we
You
take.
and I are on, yeah, we're on the same medication, and it's a very unhealthy dose, in my opinion. I've been doing this for 21 years with that medication in particular. And that's what I mean. Like the thing is, at what point do they say, okay, we can't change Tira's mind about herself, let's move on to Chris. Okay, we can't change Chris's mind about herself. We're gonna follow her all around and see if she's in anybody's comment sections, and then we're gonna post her comments, and we're gonna compare her to someone. I think Linda Lou is fucking fooling everybody. I think it's fucking hilarious. I really do. Linda Lou, shout out to you for real. But at what point, like, where does where because I don't want anyone to pick on me, and therefore I try not to pick on other people. I try really, really hard not to. I'm not saying I don't. I just try really hard not to. But I feel like they try really hard to pick on people who not only have so, out there said that they deal with mental illness and all the things, which is all our own responsibility, but it's like they want us to snap. What is snap to them, do you think? What is your honest opinion on what they want for Chris to do based on their bullying?
Um, for me and my mental health issues,
Yeah.
there's only two ways I'm pushed in this type of a situation. And because I have BPD, if the bullying and the constant nitpick, 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 start shit, pluck a hair off a cat's ass, throw it in a pot, and see what we can stir up kind of shit.
Right. What do you think the
That's
point of that is? Because
that
because
because they want
you've left them
somebody
alone.
to either turn real life and come after them, or
Oh, to make
ultimately,
you really bug up and like show the real you. I see that. Okay, I can see where
yes,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, bug up and
like some people don't, because they know that we have mental
that's cool,
health
Gomez.
issues. So that's
Right.
why I think it's either push to bug up and do something real
And like
life.
show your ass. Yeah, like show your whole ass.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because
Or do
I've
something that
talked
could
about
end
showing
you
my
up
whole
in
ass.
jail. Make a
Yeah.
really bad choice. Because I know
I'm
when I'm
glad
at
that that's only how you
BPD,
feel.
when
I really
I'm
am glad that that's
having
how you feel.
when I'm having a BPD flip, I feel extremely homicidal. But when it gets me where I'm depressed, that's when I feel their angle is more pushing you to the brink of harming yourself to a point that you can't come back from it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, after 6 years with this same group of women, I'm
I've done
going
it for
to
2, and I don't know how.
yeah.
I
They actually keep me going, Chris. In 2026,
and
it's really
I'm
hard to affect
so
me.
grateful for a brave woman who told the internet that she was doing therapy, because she truly inspired me to even begin to think that, like, I might actually need some professional help.
And you know what? I think that's amazing. And that is a good reason to be on YouTube, right? To find them inspiring people. I can't speak for Anne, but I have heard it, and I'm sure you have too, being her subscriber. She records her videos and talks about her life for exactly the same reason as I do. Hopefully, one person needed to hear something in the 30 minutes that we're talking, and, it could help them with their day. It could help them feel better about themselves because they're not such a loser like
Here,
me.
can
Like,
I
I
give
don't care
y'all
what it
something
is, you
cute
know?
just to look at real quick? Can you see that face,
Oh,
Kira?
yes. Oh my God, cute.
He's probably in so much trouble. I have to go in here and look and see what he's done. Oh, you're such a good boy. You just been in here
Yes, Kiki. She
sleeping.
said during a BPD flip, she can absolutely feel homicidal. Yes, and that's very real. Absolutely.
You want
Absolutely.
to
I
hurt
think,
people.
yeah, yeah. And
Hurt
Megs, you're not
people, hurt
wrong. The best
people.
way is right. And I have to keep that in mind in 2026, because when I was still a hurt person and I didn't even, attempt to start healing, which I still have so much to go, but I am in the
Well,
healing
and that's
process.
where we're at. That's the point where these women need to understand we are healing. We are not
BBU.
healed.
Right, right, right,
So
right.
we
I
can
want to
be
know
taken.
where our empathy has to, because Megs is right. Megs made a really good point. The best way and best thing to do is ignore them. Yes, that is true. But, like, I can't go anywhere. I can't say anything personally. Okay. And I'm talking about me as a creator. Like, I asked for this, especially being in drama and doing what I did for 3 years straight, going back and forth with these women and stuff. Okay. I did that. I perpetuated a lot of, not that it should be going on today, but I perpetuated a lot once upon a time. I just feel like, at what point, you know, do we just stay shut up? Why should we stay shut when they just don't stop? And this is the whole purpose of this stream, because these toxic communities are everywhere. A lot of these women are in other toxic
And
communities the same.
and I'm just gonna say this. There's more.
Mandy.
We are speaking on 3 particular women at this point.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely down to the 3, because subscribers don't have the platforms to be so loud.
We are definitely at a point where it is 3 particular people that we are speaking of. Um, if anybody needs help figuring it out,
Yeah, Megs. Yes.
Tira should not be subjugated to
I think it's subjected, but that's okay. We didn't go to college.
seeing
Don't
a
don't judge us,
poem,
bitch.
seeing a post
Oh, and you
that
know what? Let's just
is
talk about
made
that for a
and
moment.
there's
I
a
don't even
goat.
know who Raven is. Yeah, like, Raven is a made up name because the girl didn't even want her fucking first name used. It's a poem Why would I be attached to anybody like I don't know. No. It's real bizarre and it's getting crazier. They couldn't even wait for me to get home out of the hospital this time. There was a poll made, and I'm going to address that in my video cuz this really is about Chris. And as from a subscriber standpoint, these women
But
cannot
this
continue
is
to
what
do this.
I'm seeing as a subscriber. I'm seeing these women do this. And through a lot of healing, I know I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry to anyone that was affected by my mistakes. That was truly never my intention. But I was in a really dark place.
And
I
I think
came
we're
into
all
this
allowed to
right at
fight
the
back.
beginning of a death sentence for my mother with cancer.
Right. Yeah.
I had a week
And
after
that's hard.
diagnosis with my mom, and I crashed.
Yeah. I think I crashed out way more than I even knew I did. I think I changed as a whole human being, Chris. I don't think my family recognized me anymore.
Well,
I
that's
think I
what
was a shell of a
happened.
person because I kept taking that beat down from the internet and I watched it all. In
Well, and that's what
2026,
my
I don't watch
husband
nothing.
would
I'm not
say to
abusing
me.
myself.
My husband would say, "Put the damn phone down. Quit
Yes. And
beating
right, your loved
yourself
ones, thank
up."
God some people have that.
He he was my voice of reason. And then I started therapy, and I really got in and found a great psychiatrist to help
Mhm.
manage the more complex issues of my mental health.
Right, that you didn't even know about. And you literally watched a YouTuber, Just Ann, we're still talking about the same one, and she started therapy for the first time. She's been very against it her whole life. That's what she's talked about, and it made you
As
go get
soon as
therapy
she
and
was brave enough to
you feel
tell
so
the
good.
internet, and as soon as I heard the sigh of relief, I could see that in the videos that she made, she felt lighter in her spirit, that she wasn't as angry as she was. Anne and I both lost a parent 1 month apart in 2019. You don't understand that anger until you've walked in those shoes. And I'm sure anyone that's here that has walked in those shoes can attest to that.
Well, and how
When you
nice
lose
that
a
you had already
parent,
had this and you had a YouTuber who was going through the same thing as you. You already loved Anne. You're like an Anne stan for sure. You really are. You love some Just Anne. And I'm sure, hopefully she listens. I should send it to her and just give her a timestamp. I think it'll make her day, because
I
that is
I
why I do
love
content,
Anne,
you
and
know?
Anne has been one of the biggest inspirations to me to drop that tough girl facade. Well, it wasn't
Interesting.
a facade, first of all. I
Right. Yeah,
am
I
a
was just
tough
gonna
girl.
say I don't think it's a facade. Okay, good. We're taking that back. Yeah, I
We're
don't think
take
it's a
suck
facade.
I need to figure out a better way to put that. But
Yes,
it was
he does.
time to
Thanks.
take that tough girl, because she was from another era. It was time
Absolutely.
for me
Absolutely.
to advance into my soft woman era.
Yeah, we're not gonna call it soft girl, right? I do watch someone who's young and she always talks about her soft girl era, and I find myself saying that and I'm like, girl, you are a whole ass grown up, like you
No,
are a
and that's
woman.
why I say my tough tough
Yeah.
girl, because that's associated with immaturity. So I'm in my soft woman era because through therapy, through putting in some really hard work, having to really take constructive criticism and work to make those things different and better, all while all you're trying to do is watch Just Dan's video and
Yeah.
leave her a
Yeah.
sweet little comment. But I've got paralegal chasing me down the street and walking into
Mhm.
every room that I walk into just to take screenshots of a comment that I left that was not even relevant to
Not
anything.
relevant at all. Not relevant at all. I want to read this to you. BDU is saying she did lose it with you. She absolutely has. But she said it was also followed up with saying she could see you weren't handling your grief properly and that you needed therapy. So,
I
I mean,
hope
she's
that
even saying, you know,
I hope that what she sees before her right now, it's the same Chris, but a better,
yeah,
more
hubby.
healed version.
Right, right,
She can
right. And that's all
still
we can
get
do. That's all we can do. Because
she
I
can
think one
still
thing,
get that way if she's pushed.
right,
But
because
if
I
you
think one thing
don't,
we both learned.
but I
Go ahead.
stay away from those people now.
Well, yeah, because
I'm
it's abusive to go
I
watch
just
stuff
turned
like that.
55. I've just had my second grandchild 16 days ago. I am on a whole nother level. I'm done with it.
Yeah, no, we have to be done because I think another thing we both need to be responsible for is the fact that we think we can act the way we would in person with people who would never even say this stuff to us in the same block
Well,
as us, okay?
and that's the thing that they don't understand. And I'm gonna say this. I wish there were certain cowards that would either come down off the rafters or put your socks on. Um, but Skippy got robbed. Yes, sweetheart, you really did get robbed because Skippy is the shittiest, lowest grade peanut butter on the market, and you
I
just
hate
cannot
Skippy.
compete you can't compete where you don't compare. You are not Peter
Hear
Pan.
that?
So
Clickety
stop.
fucking clack. Yeah, we love that. Yeah, get out
So
whatever you want to subscribers so we can move on to
say
like
it.
the better issues because I know that you want to
Amanda
say a couple things to some.
Boyens.
Oh, Amanda
Amanda,
Boykins or whatever you're gonna
Amanda,
call her. Yeah.
Amanda Boyens. I know you're listening, darling.
Oh,
I know
she's
you're
here.
listening.
Boykins is here. They're all here,
Who?
girl. They're all here.
Oh, I know
Well,
they
I don't
are.
want you to say her last name because then she's gonna privacy strike the video.
Boykins. Boinky boink. I know you're here. Thank you for giving Tira a watch. But don't forget to hit the like or dislike. It's all engagement. Um,
Yep.
keep my name out your mouth. I never
And like
made
quit
fun of your
following her
son. You
around.
listen, you remedial idiot. I've said it 900 times, 900 ways. I did not ever make fun of your son. What I was in awe about is the fact that you are such a bully and such a shit starter that you would put a picture of your minor child without their consent onto YouTube,
I
being in
agree
the
with that
kind of
100%.
drama that
Yep,
you are in.
yep,
That's what
yep, I
those
totally
clown
agree.
emojis were.
Mhm. I
Tara can
agree with
tell
that. I
you
don't know
I
what
will
she's
go
doing.
low, but I don't do kids. You accused me of that.
Right, right.
No,
No, we're
no.
not doing that.
I called
And I
you a
think that's where we
clown.
went wrong. I think that's where you went wrong, where we went wrong. And I have to say we because I'm guilty of so many of the same things. And
Y'all,
I
I'm
do want this
sorry.
to be
I'm
your
not leaving.
opportunity to
I'm going to
talk.
be here. I just want to let them know I'm going to avatar because I'm going to have a cigarette. And I think it's
Okay,
rude
okay.
on your panel to smoke.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
No
you because I
problem.
do edit that
But I
out.
don't want them to think I left. I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that's the problem, Chris. I think both of us are a little rough around the edges. I think we like a lot of people, but like none of them. It's the way it is. They don't get it. And we were treating it like we were in the streets, like how we would handle it if these people were in our face. But them bitches wouldn't dare say any of the things on the same block
Well,
that
and
we're
I
standing
kind
in.
of, that's another thing I want to address. Yes, I over fucking shared.
Yeah.
And especially one thing more than any, and you don't know the hell that not only I have paid on the internet for it, but also in my real life.
Right. And you know what? It's stepped over into my real life. So, see, there's another thing we have in common.
So, um, when I say to stay safe to someone that,
Oh, yeah. Please do that because they made it like you were threatening. Yeah, it was a whole post. Yeah, I did see that. Okay. So, you were telling them to stay safe in the streets the same way that I tell people to stay sucker free, right? Like, that's what you meant
yes,
in the YouTube streets.
stay safe out there. Accidents
Right.
happen all
Right.
the time because the bitches that are talking about Tira right now could be the bitches that are talking about you in a week.
Absolutely.
Stay safe
Absolutely.
out here in these streets. And I was accused of sicking. And if y'all all know, you know. And if
Yeah.
you don't, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to say it.
Right. And that was a mistake. You're not a creator. If you wanted to have a conversation in
No,
general
Tira,
about
I
things on
knew
your
better
channel,
under my code. I got fucking pissed and I said something that I should have never said because
Yeah,
it
for
is
sure. For
so
sure.
real life for me. Like, you're not just
Absolutely.
gonna walk around
Absolutely.
in real life. People don't walk around like that and just disrespect
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's a lesson I had to learn as a creator. I don't feel like half the lessons some subscribers have learned are even a thing. And everyone has only been attacked because they support Kira. That's bizarre. That's bizarre behavior. And I think those of us who stand up for ourselves the most and get the rowdiest, they pick on the most. They want something bad to happen. That is criminal. You are not allowed to stalk people in real life. You're not
Can I tell
allowed
you
to
something?
call
If you
their
want the
phone.
honest truth, Tira,
Custom
and
ops
I'll
day.
go
That
back
is
on
fucking funny,
camera so
Meg.
that everybody can
Oh my
see
god, that
the
was
truth
great.
in my eyes when I say this. You put that cigarette out, be done with it.
At least you got a couple puffs in, girl.
It's
Oh,
all
it's hot
good.
out here, baby. Oh, it's hot.
Okay. I grew up under very critical eyes. I grew up a very traumatic way. I was thrust into a lifestyle that was very much not Leave It to Beaver nor Brady Bunch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I I'm kind of a natural born rebel.
Same.
I
I could
always
say the
have
same.
been. I don't tend to be a person who just goes with the crowd to make it easier. I'll fight the crowd to get where I'm going, and I don't care if it
Yeah.
takes me an extra hour.
Yep. 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 Preach, sister.
Um, I feel like I'm that salmon swimming upstream to try to get to my spawning ground. And there
Sure,
was a
sure.
point that by the time they were done, and they weren't even done. Yes, my husband he has a thumb drive disc with a lot of cyberbullying from three
Because
very
he loves his
specific
wife.
women.
Right. Because he loves his wife. And obviously, you have to tell him about things. He sees you reacting to things or being upset about things. And I'm actually surprised you even know what a thumb drive is, which is amazing. Thank God he knows. Because yeah,
Well,
I do
see,
think you
that's
need to
him.
doc. I'm certainly documenting everything,
I'm not the techie
Um,
one. That's the thing that's so funny. They want to accuse me of making all these suck accounts, all the Tira since day fucking one. Have I ever come on a panel and covered my face?
right. That's true. I don't think it's oversharing Gomez when she like is consciously in a good frame of mind choosing to share something. I mean, I don't know what she overshared, but I just thought I'd throw that out there.
What does Gomez feel like I'm oversharing at this point?
It doesn't matter because you're consciously doing it and you're in a good headspace, so you're not oversharing. You know better than that. So I mean it doesn't
Because I
matter. It
mean
doesn't matter.
not to lose you of you, but if it's boring and it's not interesting to you, instead of making derogatory comments, you could always just listen or you could leave.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry.
I
Meg
mean,
said she's gonna pray for you. Fuck Gomez, because Gomez is gonna get on my nerves anyway. Yeah, everyone. Yes, all socks are me. Absolutely, absolutely, very that. Meg said that she's putting you on her prayer list, and she hopes that everything is gonna be good with you.
I mean, I'm
Okay, so
in
you
the
got out the
best.
subscribers. You got the subscribers out of the way. I'm not gonna let Gomez. I'm not gonna do that. Gomez is a troll, and I'm not doing that. Right, all socks are
We're
me.
not trolling
Absolutely,
with
very that.
Gomez right now.
Yeah,
Gomez
yeah.
doesn't have
And
to like
Megs
me.
was talking about praying for you. So we just need to stay focused. Pineapple, right? Very pineapple.
Pineapple. I mean,
So,
let's
I
face it,
feel
Tira.
like
Gomez is just mad because I caught
I'm
him
Tara.
cheating on fish. That's why
Yeah,
Gomez
yeah,
is
yeah,
mad.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, go. That's why I go. I am Tira. He said, see what I mean? That's why I can't take him serious. Whatchamacallit, I'm actually on my phone, so I promise I'm not Gomez because I wouldn't troll myself. Like that's yeah, no. Gomez is way too witty. That couldn't be me. It couldn't be because
And
Gomez
that's
comes
for
up with
sure.
some good shit.
Like
Yeah,
Tira
Gomez
can be
does come up
witty,
with
like
some
I
good
can make a
shit.
PowerPoint.
Right, 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 right.
It
Exactly. I
takes her a
can't. I'm
minute,
just not
but
quick on my
she does
toes. I
snap
mean, you
when
get
she
your
snaps.
mama. Yes, yes. When I can put thought to it, oh, it's gonna come out great. But like if I'm on my foot, you're gonna get your mom. You know, like that's how I'm going to reply because I
No,
need a
and I
moment. You know,
totally
I'm
get
not
that.
quick on my feet like you and Gomez. You guys are it's an art. I want to move away from subscribers. Boinkins is over. Skippy, the
Yeah,
fucking
it's all
nastiest peanut
over.
butter in
Let's
the
get to
world.
the meat and potato.
Um,
As Jenny Craig would say, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this.
only her big fat ass would think of meat and potatoes when she does a
No,
fucking
that's
beef stream. I
seriously
just want to
how
throw that
she
out
starts.
there.
That's seriously
Well,
when
she's the
she's ready
bully.
to stop like
She's the bully.
bullshitting. She says, "Let's
Yeah,
get to the meat and potatoes of all this."
that's fucking hilarious.
But only
Bullshitting.
Jenny
Yeah,
Craig would
dude.
want to go
Anyway.
to the food.
So she's the bully because we have a bully, we have a bully, we have an obsessed person, and we have an actual stalker, all of which
Yes,
is
we have
against the law.
all
It's
three.
just the law doesn't work for us because we're online and they haven't caught up in America. If we were in Australia, they'd be locked up. They'd be locked up for this shit in Australia. And that's facts.
Change.
You're not allowed to do this in real life. You're not allowed to keep doing this on
And
the
the
internet.
reject should know that because, of where she worked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
The
Yeah,
reject
the
should know
DEA
these
rejects, yeah.
laws.
Like she
Well,
was
the
a hopeful.
paralegal should understand the laws too.
No, paralegal does understand the laws.
Yes,
Yeah, in
bitch,
the
I said
UK, very good. Meg.
paralegal because you remedially need to retake that bar.
Over and over and over. Girl, you've been going to fucking college for 6 years. Get it together.
I think you go to
And you
college so
know,
your fat ass doesn't have to work.
you know what? I actually have thought of that a million times. That's so not even off like track there, I don't think. So we got the bully. I break up with Terry, and now anybody who supports me is in the line of fire. So you have been connected to Linda Lou, which is someone who recently made a sock account because they're obviously scared to be themselves, which number one is so sad. So sad. I
And it
feel
might
really
not
bad for
even be
whomever it
that
is.
they're scared. Tara, it might not even be that they're
Or right,
scared.
just having that anonymity, right? Because
It
that's so
may
important, I
just
think, in a
be
toxic.
that they're guarding and protecting their peace and
Protecting.
mental
Yeah.
health.
Sure. Absolutely.
But
That's true too.
for
But they
whatever
shouldn't have to make a
reason,
sock. Yeah, they
that
shouldn't have to make a sock. No one should.
but for whatever reason, they felt the need that they needed to in
Right,
order
right.
to just
Megs, it's
be
terrible.
able
Like
to
they'd be locked up.
go somewhere. I mean, when
Right.
you're going all over channels of people that you don't watch, to find me in their comment sections, that is the obsessed, that is the one that has the stalker behavior.
You know what? I got to ask you a question. I know we've talked a lot in the last couple days, so I do know a lot of like what you even wanted to talk about, of course. But I know that I won't go to the courthouse here in Kentucky where I live now because I'm not scared of anybody. I don't feel like taking out an RO on someone when I'm not afraid for my life is fair. I have probably 2,000 screenshots of receipts and all the things. You know, it's not like I'm not documenting it the same way your husband has or is or whatever. Um,
No, correct.
is
And
there a reason? I also don't go to the police, which I know you can totally relate to. But is that why you guys haven't gone to do anything because you're not in fear for your life, so you're not gonna? And I think they
actually,
know
I
that about
haven't
us.
done anything because
Oh, it's the
they,
best, ain't it, in the crock pot?
I should probably watch so carefully how I put this, but between,
Oh, they already know, Megs. They found me in less than
wait,
24 hours again.
wait, I think between a 9-foot privacy fence around my whole yard with security cameras that I can see every point of my home, with that is trained,
Yeah, that big
with
old dog. I ain't going over that big old dog.
that at my look, with this at my fingertips. And the rest of what I have, I cannot show on YouTube.
Sure, sure. But
I
that's
am
actually a whole
definitely,
hobby, which I think is cool. It's a
I
whole hobby.
forged,
Like, it's not like you have it because you're living in Fort Knox and, like, ready to, like,
no,
take over anything. No, it's a hobby, and they
I
happen to be
forged
something that you can
metal.
protect yourself with. There you go, because I don't know how to say that. Yeah, I didn't know what the word
I
was.
forged metal. I made this by
Yeah.
hand, all by myself.
We can, oh, like a hammer thingy? Okay, we can see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
your lighting's terrible. Thank God you're not a YouTuber. Yeah. But yeah, I think and I think that's how they continue to get away with it. So I guess another question to you then to follow that up is, do we go and get ROs? Do we go and get a detective and, see if they won't look at this stuff and try to make this stop? Or, because I'm not fighting back and forth with these people. This has been going on for 6 years. The fact that this is even
Um,
happening in September, like, we're almost in September. This shit's been going on hard body again since January.
come on, Aaron, come on. I know you
Oh,
don't like
Mackenzie
it.
Sharilla, Megs, come on my channel. Let's panel up and talk about it. Yes,
Oh,
honey, and I
Mackenzie
put sense and she made an
Shirilla.
act.
You
Yeah,
know
Megs is
who I
into the
right
true
now?
crime. So,
I'm
Megs,
too
let's do it, dude.
invested in Lindsay Clancy right now for any of Mackenzie Shrilla.
Actually, Megs just said she would stay for us to go do said thing, right? Like, get an RO, get the shit documented. But the mess could take years. I ain't got time. I didn't even do any bullet points for this stream because I don't have energy to give to this shit. I wanted Chris to have a way to talk. I thought it was terrible the way that they just started coming at her again and following her all around YouTube because they think she's a sock account. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what, like, leave people alone, dude. We're following people to other social media platforms. Anyway, that's the
I mean,
stalker.
why would you
So
do
the
that to a
stalker,
subscriber? And I have left them alone for months. It's
right?
it's
And
not like I've bothered anyone. But then
right.
we'll talk about the obsessed one.
Oh, Megs.
What'd she
Sure, the
say?
obsessed one. No, she's just saying she has a bunch of documentation on Mackenzie. Yeah, panel up with me, girl. I swear to you, I'm hitting you up on that one. I would love to talk about.
Come on,
Okay, so
Mary.
Gomez is saying an RO is hard to get. They usually grant the temporary always, but then throw it out at the hearing. And you know what? That'll
Yep.
piss me off, Gomez. If I take the time to go do some goof ass shit like having to do that, which, I have had it to in the past, but whatever. But it's like, I'm going to be mad when they deny it. You know how heartbroken I was when they told me they could do nothing for me with the pig coming at me? I barely survived that, man. And the cops couldn't even help
Gomez.
me then.
And let me answer Gomez on my end on that. Gomez, I live in the state of Florida. Florida has a law called Stand Your Ground. All someone has to do is step onto my property and things can go south real, real fast. And nothing at all is going to happen to me legally because I am in the state. Yes, I may go to jail. Yes, I may have to hire an attorney. But generally, the charges would be dropped because of the stand your ground law. So I don't feel the need to go to a courthouse fight and
Yeah.
fight and fight, and months and
Yeah.
months of hoping to get an RO. I
Is
just
that the problem, that the states are not caught up with what the internet really is? Is that the problem?
and
Do we just have to wait for Illinois? Ain't that something? For the
ac
US to, like,
actually, I
get
think
internet
enough
laws in
people have
place?
to die from cyberbullying before anybody really pays any attention to it.
That's so sad, but man, is that real. That is so
And I
sad,
mean,
but
it's
man,
either
is that
kill
real.
themselves or kill the people. People, bloodshed is going to, and lives are going to be lost for anybody to really pay attention and take it seriously, unless you're a child.
Yeah, unless you're a child, right? Which we don't want anyone. And I think a lot. I think about this a lot, and you can tell me how you feel about this, Chris. I say to myself often, even when I'm angry because I do see something, right? Like I do go look and I see a community post. I don't listen because I'm not going to go abuse myself by listening to these people. I'm not doing that. And it would bug me up. I'd want to say something. But the thing is, I often am grateful that they do have such a, hold on my neck, because better me than someone who can't take this. I've survived 85 things just on YouTube alone, in front of everyone, in front of the world. The world could have watched all 85 things. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere.
And I
Nobody is
think you could put
pushing
a
me off
hundred.
of my platform.
Well, I think you could put 100 in front of that 85 because I think I've
Yeah, yeah.
experienced that 85. And since you've been here 6 years, it's like 185 for you.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But like literally, like my channel's been taken away. My best friend tried to expose me. Like, bitch, I'm still here. I'm not, like, I have survived the pig. There is nothing, not a motherfucking thing these women can say or do that's going to move me in 2026.
And
Is
you
that
know
the
what I
problem
think
though?
the bottom line comes down to? Nothing other than pure jealousy.
It is, and it's not
Because,
about what we have. I realize that
yes,
now. It's not about what I
we are
don't have, because I don't
speaking
have much.
on three women in particular.
Mhm.
Um, your thumbnail was not calling them ugly names.
No, 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 no. They're
Was
always gonna have nicknames. That's just
but
what I
they
do, right?
but
Like, you're always
they
gonna have
will they
nicknames,
will
but
title their live in an ugly name for you.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Um,
Well,
they want
I'm
one is
tired of
the
my
paralegal is such a social justice warrior that it's
preach. I already know where you're
okay
going.
with her that these women make fun of everybody's mental health, but nobody's allowed to say a word about theirs. And that's just not okay.
Chris, it's not how the world works. You don't get to say nothing about me, and I'm not gonna say your mama. And you know what? These motherfuckers better be lucky that I have uh taken myself to only say your mama, because that's just where I don't act up and act a damn fool no more.
We've both bugged up. We've both
Oh yeah.
said shit.
Oh yeah.
We've both done shit. Things that we really shouldn't have done. And we are both
Period.
working our asses off to not
Y-
be who we were for so fucking long. Because
You know
we
what?
know
Maybe
that's
that
not
I think that maybe that's the biggest thing too. They see people that they don't like wanting to heal, wanting to do better, not engaging in drama, right? And trying to just mind their business and do their thing, you know. And it's like, no, no, we need you to bug up because we want to prove that you're not changing. First of all, why would I allow anyone to take me out of character online ever again? I don't
And I'm
understand
sure there
why
are
they're working
probably
so hard at
people
this.
sitting in the chat that are even willing to say it, but
Yeah,
there are
Megs.
people in the Raptors and they've never seen me act like this before. That is because I am truly healing.
Yeah, yeah. It makes a big difference, but I think
And
even
it
you
doesn't matter. Okay, the obsessor, the lengths that it goes to, that it takes, the obsession that it takes to not only once, but twice do something so vile to you. And that is what the obsessor did with your Amazon wish list.
oh, the DEA reject. I'm inside, sorry. I
Yes.
know why Curly keeps running outside. I just seen a cat under Dad's car. There's a cat out here, so he can't come out here for real no more.
No, because if it's a girl, you're going to be a grandmother.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, you know, he got out of his little vest thing the other day, so he's on punishment anyway. But that's why he wants out here so bad. There was a cat under here.
I
Whew,
mean,
out
I'm
of
not
breath, bitch.
perfect, and I do have a lot to prove. And I understand that
Do
one
you
life.
though? Do you really though? Because I mean, who are you proving it to? You mean to yourself?
To
Like going
myself
forward online? Okay, yeah,
that
like
I
going forward
can
online and
be
stuff.
like well, I'll never be normal because I don't put definitions on what is normal.
Sure,
And
sure. What do we know about normal? Yeah.
right, it's okay.
I was gonna say I hear the kitty.
No, it's Aries because of his
Oh,
training, Tira.
yeah.
He kind of, because the pheromone changes when the panic starts to get
Oh,
the
that's right. So
anxiety.
he knows maybe you're getting a little anxious.
And
Okay,
that's
I got it.
exactly, and that's why everybody will be like, Chris, let your dog out. Let your dog out. Oh my God, she's
Sure, sure.
your dog gonna have to piss it.
Absolutely,
No,
Gomez. That's why I was like, what?
he is a
Yeah.
service dog.
Yeah.
He has been full. In fact, he is right now. He just crawled, and his head is literally right on my feet. Do
You
you
know what?
see
Let's just
how
have a little palate cleanser. Yeah, let's just talk about something else. Maybe you don't even realize it and you are getting a little like anxiety
I
ridden.
am getting heated?
Um, okay, okay. So yeah, let's just take a it's been an hour. Like that's a long time for me to even be online, let alone someone who doesn't ever come online. So yeah, let's just talk
Well,
to
and
chat
to
for a
talk
minute.
about something that's so viscerally raw and real and
Yeah,
happening. And it's not only happening to you and I.
right, right. Because we are
It's
talking for
happening to
everybody
so
in
many
these
more people.
situations. Yeah. What did you eat for dinner tonight? What did
Um,
everybody eat for dinner tonight? Let's just talk with chat for a minute.
I had fish tacos.
Oh my god, I would never eat a fish taco ever in my life. How did you like it? Were they good?
Yeah,
Good. I don't eat fish
French
though,
fries,
so
the
like to me,
fish. And like it doesn't taste like a taco like you think. It's just wrapped in a tortilla
Sure.
shell. I
Sure.
mean, like
Megs,
there's
what did you cook?
cilantro
Miss
and
Mandy, what
lime.
did you cook? Right.
Some people put pico on it. I put green salsa verde, lettuce.
Oh, I love Pizza Hut. Oh, hot for the hot wings. Love that.
I love Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is probably
I
my
know, me
favorite
too.
place to get pizza.
Yeah, Domino's can suck a cock, but like Pizza Hut all day long,
All
baby.
day long.
And all day long. Yeah, I don't do Domino's anymore. I used to, but it's just like, no, that ain't good no more.
Well, we have a place down here called the Mellow Mushroom,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
they
that's
have
a cute name.
amazing pizzas there.
Oh, really? Because I've never had
Yes,
good pizza in Florida, especially North Florida. Because Orlando, a lot of people do come from Chicago. Oh my
yes.
God, Mandy's a fish taco eater too. She had some tonight too. You guys are
Oh
twinsies.
my gosh, Mandy, we're twinning.
We're twinning. Clickety fucking clack. That's gonna be
Clickety
a new
fucking
thing.
clack.
Yeah, that is so a new thing. I'll send you pics of my yes, you have to. You have to. Because you know what? I'm so broke that I will definitely not be able to DoorDash for a couple months and I'm really gonna miss food from the streets. You guys know I love to eat in the streets. Even though me and dad do a lot of shopping and cooking at home, I definitely still eat from the streets and I just can't do that right now.
Tara, I'm
I don't eat
still
any
here.
fish or seafood, and my husband's favorite pastime is fishing. That's funny, B. Yeah, I don't do seafood, and I feel like, ew, why would you put fish in a taco? But I guess what Chris was saying,
Oh,
if it
and
don't really
see,
taste
like
like a
I don't
taco,
like river, like lake fish. I don't like
I
freshwater fish.
do.
I only like saltwater fish.
Some people, I've heard people say that. I've tried. I want to say like mahi mahi or something. Am I making that up?
Mahi is no, you're not. Mahi
Okay.
is a little strong to try for the first. Like I would have started you off with like a grouper.
Oh, okay. I know it wasn't grouper. I might be lying about mahi mahi, but like at least I thought of it, right? Yeah, I tried
And
it and I
mahi
just said,
mahi
oh,
and
killer
they
salmon.
also
We love
call it a
that.
dolphin fish.
Oh my God, that's what Meg's literally just typed. I listened to you say it and I read her write it. That's fucking hilarious. We're all twinning tonight. Clickety clack.
Hey, look, I guess great minds think alike.
Yeah, you fish taco eaters. Anybody else eat their cottage cheese with fruit? First of all, you're gross. But now, yes, can you please answer the question? I
Yes,
feel like
please answer the
that's not
question. This is a
normal.
serious poll.
Serious poll. Do we eat fruit with cottage cheese? Aries is okay. He seems really. Oh, hi, Wildflower Tea. Thank you for being here. Oh my
Hi,
God, we had leftover spaghetti
wildflower.
too. Yeah, we had spaghetti leftovers today. I made spaghetti last night, so I ate some spaghetti before I got on stream. Love that for you. I burnt my bread for the
Wildflower.
first time.
I
Oh,
want you
you
to
hate
know
the
I
way it
cannot
looks.
wait to get in touch with you
Ew,
about the
beep to
blanket.
you. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did want a blanket from
Your
her.
crochet is so. I don't know if it's knitting. I don't know what it's called,
It's
but your
crochet for her.
hooking is so good. And I want to tell you, you have the most beautiful auburn hair I have ever seen in my
She
life.
does got that good red, don't she? Like she's that good fire red. Like she has that pretty fucking like red color. Yeah, she does
She
have the best
has
hair.
that
It's blonde too,
copper
like yours.
penny auburn hair, and it is gorgeous.
Just so you know, Beebs is your girl. Meg said cottage cheese looks gross, so I know she's on my side. Beebs is down for cantaloupe and cottage. Bleh. I don't even eat cantaloupe either. Honeydew and cottage cheese would even sound better. At least you and Beebs did it.
Yeah,
Mahi mahi tacos that you still dream about. Have you ever had mahi mahi tacos?
yes.
Wildflower Tea says thank you. She appreciates you. Yeah, Mandy used to work at a Mexican restaurant and said that she fucking dreams about them tacos. I might have to. I
Yeah.
feel like I tried mahi mahi. I'll be mad if I ordered some mahi mahi tacos. Like if I could get them, and then it was like some fishy ass fish. Like I can't do that. And
Mahi
Peaches,
is,
Kiki came in. Kiki came in. You got two. I only got one. Kiki came in. She said peaches and cottage cheese. You ever had that?
yes.
See, I
Peaches
love
and cottage
peaches.
cheese is my
Ooh,
favorite
I can't
besides
do it. I wouldn't
pineapples and
try it.
cottage cheese.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try it. And I love peaches. I love peach yogurt. You know, I will eat up some peach yogurt. Oh, I got some in the fridge. I could totally eat some of that later.
Yeah, I'm a Southern girl, so I love a good peach. Anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. You are a Southern girl too.
I'm Southern through and through, so a good peach is always good to me.
Yeah.
My favorite is
You can't
homemade
with
peach
cottage
ice
cheese.
cream.
It's a texture. Mandy, you're my girly. Man, okay, I got two. You got two. Wildflower, do you eat fruit with your cottage cheese? I feel like you should be the tiebreaker. Ooh, strawberries and Cool Whip. I would totally do that. Is that something that you could eat with like your belly? Like something
Yeah,
simple, like,
actually,
oh, okay.
no, because of the
Oh,
seeds in the
I
strawberries.
had it. That's why I asked. Okay, could you do Cool Whip with like peaches then, for instance?
Yes,
Oh, perfect. See, that would be a good snack for you. Cause I feel so bad that you can't eat nothing. So I do be wondering like what you eat.
it's y'all. It's so bad. I can't eat
Thank you, Wildflower. Appreciate it. Nice seeing you.
hardly
For twinsies.
anything.
Oh, look at I think Kiki and you are most alike because she said tomato cottage cheese with black pepper. You said you like it savory too.
I like it
See, that's
like that
normal.
as
Bury that.
well. A nice,
You said you
thick,
liked it both.
juicy red tomato, salt and pepper it, and then put cottage cheese on the top. Yeah, it's real nice.
At
But
least I had
also
someone on my side.
in the summer, I like a really nice tomato sandwich when I can eat.
Yep, wildflowers on my side too. Kiki is definitely with you on the sweet and savory. Yeah, Cool Whip and fruit is yummy. I've never tried that. That's actually something I'm gonna try. What did I say? Oh, because I really like yogurt and granola. So I was asking Chris because she has really bad stomach problems, can't eat nothing. I'm like, now that my teeth are so bad, I just can't eat that granola. And she came up with a great idea to get those like chewy granola bars because I need to lose weight. I have gained 30 pounds in 2 months, you guys. I have a belly for the first time in my life. I just don't even know what to do with myself. And I know it's about being healthier because I'm getting older and all the things, but this weight on me, I can't do it. Like I just and I got off that medicine, so that's a plus. I did change it when I went to the hospital. So that's another good thing about the hospital. But yeah,
And we're
that
gonna try
it's
to get our
hard.
girl outside some more
Yeah, we gotta
in
get the
the
vitamin D.
daytime
That's too low. Yeah.
and
Oh,
see
peach
if we
pie.
can,
I'm
since
doing strawberries
Curly
and
likes
whipped
to go
cream.
out on his leash when he comes off of
Mhm.
punishment.
Yeah, went off of punishment, bury that.
Terry can Tara can take care of him, walk him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's getting her started
And
into
and it's
some
and it's also
cardio.
helping with the agoraphobia. Not only do I need help with that vitamin D level, like who would have thought someone could really lack vitamin D so bad? But the thing is, I need to lose weight. I need the vitamin D. I need to move more, because I'll sit in the nail chair and do 5 sets and it takes me 12 hours and I won't move. I'll get
Well,
up to
and
smoke because I smoke in the kitchen or I smoke outside. I won't smoke in my nail room. So I'll get up to do that or go potty. But like, even though I'm productive, I don't move like I should. And the agoraphobia is getting bad. So I don't want to have any more like time where like, oh, I can't go outside. Cause that's how I have felt in the last few months a lot, like, Oh, no, just, like, I'd rather be inside, you know? It's been hot here, but I know hot. I lived in Florida a lot of years, let's be for serious. I gotta make a lot of changes, and it's all for my mental health more than anything, really, because
And like
even
for
being
me
fat like
right
this is
now,
not good for my mental.
I'm making a choice to kind of
Yes,
sequester
you're
right
right,
now
Megs.
because I
You're
feel
right,
like
Megs.
it's too
Water.
peoply out there for me right now.
You look so cute though, Megs. You're so cute. You're such a cute girl. I seen like a live stream with you on it. I don't know who you were talking to, and I didn't click, but I seen your cute little face. What did you
Do you
just
know
say,
what I
Chris? I'm
think
so
about
sorry.
every time I see her name? I
Spooky
think of,
history with Megs. What?
listen, I think about Jason Statham and the movie The Meg.
Oh, yeah. Megs has been around a long time. Me and
And like
Megs have
here
been
she
into it.
is just like cruising around. Nobody knows she's there. And then
Yeah,
wham,
you
she'll
don't know.
grab
You
it.
don't have Instagram. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have seen her. I was gonna say, have you ever maybe seen her on Instagram? But I know you don't have that. So,
No, I
yeah, you need to get on
YouTube.
social medias. And how have you done with? Just to get back into the conversation, how have you done with? Because I know you're not in. You know, any you don't you try to stay away from this corner of the tubes and have been. You know, unless you're talked about and you go look and all the things, right? But have you been going into other communities and stuff, like watching other things, going into other chats and stuff like that? Not that you gotta say
Um,
anyone's name, but ooh, I love
I
root beer,
do
period. I don't know about
have
diet.
one chat
You're right,
that
Meg.
and one creator that I have really felt extremely drawn to, and I am very much within his community.
It's interesting that you say his because I was gonna ask you, I bet you it's not a group of women, is it? Okay, so it's a him, right? And it's not a yeah. I think that's another problem. I think when there's,
And when I
so
say
many women that
him,
are insecure.
well, hold on. When I say
I know I'm
him,
drinking my Coke too.
we're talking about a 52-year-old man who has a
Mhm.
channel. He's been married for 30 years. Like, it's everything is
Very low
plutonic.
key. Yeah, like very low key. What kind of content does he make, or is he just a streamer?
Um, every
I don't know if you
Sunday
know the
because
difference,
his
but
father was a preacher and he
uh-huh.
was a gangster kid and a gangsta
Oh, the
adult
black sheep. That's why you like him. He's a black sheep like you. I
and
love the black
ran in
sheep
a
that I find
gang.
on the internet.
But he got out of that life.
I need to start drinking that damn ice water.
And
Oh,
on
good. Good for him.
Sundays, he goes live and he calls it quote unquote church with
Yeah,
what
yeah.
his
Don't say his
Sunday
name because they're
name
gonna follow
is.
you.
And I'm not going to
Cool.
say what it
Cool.
is.
Yeah, I just don't want them bugging up over there, right? Like you
Oh no,
can't
they
say
won't like
you
it
just
if they
can't.
bug up over there.
Yeah, no. I
They
I
they
don't
won't they will not like what happens if
he don't play
they
that
bug
shit,
up
huh?
over there.
Well, that's good that he
Because
don't play.
we are
I'm glad you're
all
not
an
in any
extremely
drama
close
communities,
group.
you know.
We're all an
So
extremely
you're
close
just
group.
watching Just Anne, and then obviously you are looking at, them women on occasion, and you happen to be talked about recently, right? So that's what ended up happening. You stuck up for yourself, and then it went from there. That's when it snowballed, and then you're being stalked all around the internet.
Yeah, I get talked about. I come on. I challenged Stephanie to panel up with me. I
She would
told her to
never. She would
panel up or
never.
shut up. And all she
Yeah.
kept doing was deleting my posts, deleting my posts, deleting my posts.
The
Well, I feel
paralegal
like
had. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
if she has the nuts to stalk me all the way to Anne's comment section, and take a very innocuous comment that was made to Anne and try to use it as like, I'm not over there in Anne's comments section making nefarious comment.
Right. Right. And
First of
Steph,
all,
if you are
Anne
watching
doesn't
and you
deal
have
with
the
that.
courage, click the link. I mean, I was on
I
panel with
mean,
Steph
Steph, if you're
probably
out
5 years.
here, if you're, listen, paralegal, remedial law bar failure. Pick the link.
I definitely dropped it because I don't want to talk about nobody like, oh, you can talk to me and then
Because
not
I'm
drop the link. So it
nicely.
was dropped.
And this is what I'm going to say to her.
Oh, yes. I've been following that a little bit too, Megs. I know a little bit about it. I haven't gone down the damn rabbit hole with Lindsay Clancy, but I have. You've been watching that one too, haven't you?
Yes, I'm very invested in Lindsay Clancy.
Yeah.
Megs and I could go down a rabbit hole on a whole nother stream, but that's not the stream for this.
Sure.
Um,
I don't I do want to say quickly because I know I'm asking these questions to her and stuff. Neither of us expect this to be resolved. We know this will continue. This was very much, me giving Chris an opportunity. Again, it was going to be her and I, and then it changed. But like, it was her opportunity to be able to show her face, say it with her whole chest,
and this is what
and,
I'm
be able to
saying to
talk
the
about her
women who sit
experience.
in the bushes and support those women.
Oh, you can't, Kiki. I get that too. Kiki said she can't
Because
do Lindsay Clancy. Go ahead, Chris. I'm so
tell her
sorry. I'm
if
so
she
sorry about
talks to me, she may be able to change her mind frame about Lindsay Clancy.
that. Some things are just heavy for some people, though. Like I didn't used to
Well,
watch any true
at the
crime.
end of the day, Tara, 3 babies are dead. And I don't care who, what, how, when, or why a person is convicted of it. There will never, ever, ever be justice for those 3 babies. And
Yeah,
that's
she's
with
blocked on my
any child
channel.
that is murdered. There is no such thing as true justice for a murdered child.
Okay, yeah, let's just try not to say that word. Just because it can get me demonetized. I know you
I
don't know, and I'm
apologize.
not,
I
and I
thought
don't
that
see.
was the
No,
word
no,
that,
no. Do
like,
not be
they were
sorry.
called. That's where my
Don't be
YouTube
sorry.
ignorance.
Yes, absolutely. And it's totally do not be sorry. If you even say someone takes their lives or something, a societal error, like I try, just to keep the monetization on. But yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And that's totally a different conversation. But yeah, I don't think
When you're
Chris or
talking
I
about
expect a resolve.
child red rum, there's
Absolutely. I
never,
do
I
agree with
don't
that,
care
Meg.
who's in jail, who's not in jail, who is, who isn't, the who's, what's, why's, how's about it. There is not ever justice when a
Yeah, no, for
child
sure.
is
But
red
I
rum.
feel like that mom did what she was supposed to do, and I feel like she was failed. Do I think she needs to go to, be locked away for a long time? Yes, I do. And I think she even knows that. But then
Okay,
again, you were telling me some things I didn't know.
how about if somebody on panel had already done a deep dive, their own personal conspiracies on Patrick Clancy, and could tell you some extremely interesting things about Patrick Clancy that
Well,
nobody at all knows.
we'll have to do a Lindsay
But
Clancy. We'll
tonight's
have
not
to
the
do
night.
one. Not tonight. No, yeah, we'll
Not
stay on to the
tonight.
word pineapple. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, we don't expect a resolve. We don't expect this to stop. It's not, I'm not here to cancel anybody. I could give a fuck if these women are on the internet. They don't bother me. They only bother me when I go looking. And I think, Chris, you have learned even in the last week, I think when people say things to you a certain way, it's easier to be receptive. And when someone tells you that you're abusing yourself by paying attention to them, it helps you not look. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Cause like I'm not abusing myself. What
One,
do I
it
look like abusing
reminds me that
myself this
that's
late in the game?
exactly what I'm doing to myself
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
going to look.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause really,
It
there is no resolve. This isn't going to end ever. I think it's
no,
just, like I
this will
said, I wanted
be
Chris to talk and I wanted to just bring awareness to the fact that this toxic community is 1 in 5 million probably on the
uh,
interwebs. You right, you sure can't, honey. They've been trying for 6 years, and I just don't know when they're gonna figure that out. You sure can't cancel nobody, and I need to know when people. I used to think that, but I feel like everybody should know by now that that's just not a thing. I'm the most resilient person I know, and I know a lot of fucking people. Like, if I
here
want to
they
be
have
off
tried
YouTube,
to
I'm
take
going
you
to.
down so many times, and your snapback game is
Oh yeah, if I want something, you can take my nail business, but if I want a nail business, I'm just going to get it again. That's it. That's how it works with Tira. I, you know, I
you're a
I want you
hustler.
to I want you to get it all off your chest. I want you to never
You're
look
a
at anything ever again,
hustler. You're a hustler and running in, and maybe not now at 55. Life has slowed down a lot. I'm a whole ass
Yeah, yeah.
grandma.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm so sorry. I used a character's name. I'm so sorry that became the single focus
But you know
by
what though?
me trying.
I think it's because Gemma is such a badass on that show. And oh, look at this girl. She's so confident that she could actually compare herself to such a badass on TV. They don't like confident women, Chris.
Like, they don't know what happens when I walk through the area that I live in. They don't know
Sure.
how I'm
Sure.
treated. Okay, in New Jersey, it's a law to not pump your gas. Where I'm from, it's a law that I don't get out to pump my gas if somebody who knows my old man is at the gas station.
That they come and help you pump your gas. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah,
Dear, there
pineapple
have
though.
been people
Pineapple.
that
Yeah,
won't even
pineapple.
let me pay
Pineapple.
for my
Pineapple.
gas.
Pineapple. 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 We're not doing that. We're not doing all that. We're not doing that. We're not gonna go there. Um, no, but that's actually really cool. I would love that, dude. I would love that. Like, I wish the brothers would have fucking pumped my gas if they seen me at the gas station, bitch.
Well, and
Straight up.
while I live in the woods and there's a lot of people out here,
That will be a good one.
it doesn't seem like it because we're all ducked off on a lot of land. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of woods between houses, and we've all
Sure.
got significant amounts of property. Aries, it's just Rocco. You can
Beebs,
come
you didn't
across.
know who Gemma Teller was? Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, if you ever watch Sons of Anarchy, I think it was very bold of Chris to compare herself to such a badass woman on TV that everybody watches, every Wednesday night or whatever it was, I don't know. Um, I thought that even to myself then. To this
But I'm not
day, I
confident in who
literally
I am.
and they don't like that, Chris, because it's not about what you have, it's about how you carry yourself. And
I'm
I know that
confident in
now.
that comparison. I
Right,
truthfully
right.
couldn't think of any other woman to compare myself to.
You know
That
what? I don't
somebody
know
would
another woman that I wanna be. I love being me. I know my life is hard for me sometimes, but that don't mean I don't love me, and I don't love being me, and I don't even or that I don't love my life. Even when I'm
I've
having a
been
hard
through some
time, I still
scary
love
shit
me.
in my life with me and my husband when we were
Sure.
younger. Like, nobody can say that that's not a fact. Um,
But also that doesn't define us, and I think what they do know about our past from oversharing, even though I wanted to overshare, okay? Everything I've shared on the internet, I've wanted to. Would I take back things that I've ever said about my children? Absolutely. Or my sister or brother-in-law? Absolutely. Positively 100 times over. Other than
and
that,
I do think I was
I
pretty smart where that was concerned, is that I only gave very minor details about my children.
Well and
And
thank
my
goodness,
children
even
are
though they're
adults.
grown, you're grown, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do have a grown-ass child. Like, dude, if anyone reached out to my grown child, it would be the most hilarious fucking reaction we'd ever watch on YouTube. They'd be
No,
so fucking mad they even tried to find them because they would get cussed out and be dude, they'd be so booty hurt. They think I'm bad? Oh my god, that is his
no,
he is
that's
his
what I
mother's
was just gonna
child.
say. If somebody reached out to my daughter,
Mhm, mhm. Oh, I bet.
because I think the thing that a lot of y'all don't understand, or I don't know if you remember, or if you thought it was a lie, but my daughter's done 3 years in Florida State Prison, Lowell, the most maximum security, toughest prison in the state of Florida for women.
But I think you and your daughter both grew up on the wrong side of town. And it
My
it really did
daughter,
mold. Well, you're right. You know what? You're right. Your daughter didn't really grow up on the wrong side of town, did she?
no,
At
we
some
were
point.
raised very
Right.
upper middle class. My
Thank
mom
you, Miss
was a
Meg. Thank you so
doctor.
much
My
for saying
father
that.
was a police officer.
Yes, talk away. Because we don't have to talk about this anymore either. I'm waiting for you guys to get going. Don't play with us because we'll talk about shit all night. I'm sorry. Yeah, your dad was a police officer, mom was a doctor.
And this is my stepfather, who I choose to call my dad.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know
Um,
what? I forgot to tell you. I forgot to. I just want to say, Chris, that after this, Mandy, hit me up if I forget, because remember what you had talked about yesterday. I'm going to talk to Mandy about it. Remember
okay,
with your
okay.
biological. Yeah, I don't want to
Yes,
forget, so I'm just
yes.
saying it while Mandy's in
Mandy,
chat.
this
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
very, for us, just know it would be so, it's good. It's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think it would be so up Mandy's alley. Like, I think and I do think that you would learn things that you totally forgot. I do. I do.
I think I
I
would
know
learn
that
things that I
Mandy can
totally
do
didn't
true
even
crime.
know, Kira.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And imagine if she's able to get all the documents and stuff. And it's a good story to talk about. There are people in this world who lost their fathers and mothers the same way. Escicide is so real. And that's why to I have to give a platform to people who I think deserve it. I reached out to Chris. I could have done a live stream, a video all by myself about this stuff. No, I thought that it was terrible because I think Linda Lewis trolling the fuck out of them, which I happen to enjoy, but it dragged Chris into some shit and I ain't seen her nowhere and she don't have a platform. She's not sticking. I could tell her, right? I could easily tell her how to put a fucking camera in her face and record and hit the plus button and how to upload it. She's not interested in it. So we're gonna talk about it.
I mean, I know everybody
Um,
says, oh, we have a channel just because we like, I don't
Yeah, no,
want
that's
to
not
be
fair.
a
Yeah.
YouTuber.
Right. That's not
Like,
fair to talk about you just because everybody has a channel now. No, subscribers are just getting more slick and talking all their shit with shorts and all the things because they can't do it enough in comments and discords and group chats and text messages and phone calls. They got to do it on their channels that they get now too. You know, they're just being more emboldened, I think, by getting that opportunity.
and I mean, 3 nights
Oh my
in
god, you're
a
so cute tonight.
row of
So cute.
3-hour-long video where
What?
we have an obsessor getting
Obsessed.
in the screen like this and yelling the word
Oh my
"see you
god.
next Tuesday" like a
Foaming at the mouth. Foaming at the
complete
mouth. You cannot forget foaming at the mouth. She
foamy.
was
I mean, it
foaming at
was
the mouth like a rabid
visceral.
raccoon.
It looked like she ate an Alka-Seltzer, and it was just see you next Tuesday.
Oh
It,
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't think,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's the obsessor. That's
Yeah.
the
Obsessed one for well, dude, I mean, first of all, like, let's just talk about the fact of what she did with the Amazon wish list. Like that, dude, I've never had a conversation with this
and
lady. I've never
twice.
said anything to this lady. And I thought all along it was my arch enemy, you know, our arch enemy, whatever it's called. I don't care.
Yeah,
You know, and he went and bought up all the things because my community has always been so fucking good to me. It's
come
always
together
been
and
that way,
supported
and it
you.
always will be, regardless if 15 people leave. Like, it's not a thing.
No, and I
But
totally get that. And I get where
um,
you could have easily have thought it was someone that it totally wasn't.
right. Because it's like, hello, they're the ones who are coming at me. And then to find out like a year later. And, you know, it's really sad because what happened in within, like, I guess my friend group that kind of like drug them into something too was two of my girlfriends didn't know that. You know, I guess she had been bragging about it for a while, but like they didn't see it. And I guess she went live like bragging about it because she thought she was cool now. People were paying attention to her. And they went up on her panel and said, "No, that's not okay. Like, what are you doing? Why would you do that to anybody?"
Oh, and
You know,
her
like,
feelings were
period.
very hurt by that.
Right. But how could but you know you're wrong, bitch. Why are you know what I'm saying? You got two people who don't got no beef with you, who are totally cool with you, amazing fucking humans. And they're just telling you, man, I think that's real wrong. You know, they weren't saying I don't want to fuck with you. They didn't even say none of that. You know, but you're gonna be offended because you know you did something wrong? No, you don't get to be like that neither. That's why you don't get in the fucking camera foaming at the mouth like you're finna jump through the screen, bitch. In on my block, you're not going to yell the word cunt to me. And that's just a fact. DEA agent, police, I don't give a fuck. You ain't. You're not. And that's just what it is. Yeah, I've seen that name. I don't even click because when it's too like virally like that, I can't. I can't do it.
What name?
David, but it has the 4 in it.
Oh, yeah.
David stuff is also insane. Wildflower is saying, yeah,
Yes,
I
very
and
insane.
are you excited about the Charlie Kirk case
Am
coming to
I?
trial? Because that's what they're talking about in chat. Are you excited for the case to start? Because you know I don't watch case stuff. I mean, like courthouse
Um,
stuff. What is that called? Trial. Jesus help me. I did not
un-
go to college. Don't judge me, bitch.
this is what I can say, and there may be some people that I hope won't judge me for this.
You might have some twinsies. You never know.
but I've never been into Charlie Kirk,
Uh,
and I think it's because I'm of a different faith.
oh, okay. That's an interesting take. I don't want to get into anything Charlie Kirk like that anyway, like as far as
But do
like,
you
whatever. I
understand what
just,
yes, I feel bad for the man's
sure, sure.
children.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes,
Like, I
I
just choose not to
like
watch the
I have
stuff.
all that empathy in the world, but
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's not of my faith, I
And, isn't that
never.
interesting that your faith could actually like take a little something almost away from your empathy? Because I know that's not really how it's to be explained. I know I'm not
Well,
explaining it
no,
right,
it's not that
but your
it's taking
faith is
away
kind
from my
of
empathy. It's just not my business because it's not about my political view, my religion, what they're,
okay.
you know,
Yeah, I think it was such a horrible thing to have happened.
I
I
definitely will
personally like
agree
to
with
stay
you on
ignorant.
that.
Yeah, no, I just choose. Oh,
That's
Kiki, thanks
something
for
that
coming.
I have for the fact that I come across as very hard-hearted and cynical. My zodiac sign is a Cancer, and a Cancer is a crab. And what is the thing that we have to crack through to get to the good, sweet flesh
Oh,
of a
a hard
crab?
shell. Sure, sure, a hard shell. That makes sense.
I've learned to protect this little soft heart of mine with a
Sure, my little
tough
black heart, I always say.
exterior shell.
Right, Megs. Right, right. You
But
always say
like,
some funny shit. I can't be witty like you bitches. I get real mad, man. You make me laugh like a motherfucker, and I'm just like, damn, I can't do that.
what did Meg say?
Um, okay, so her first comment was, of course, now I don't want to scroll. She said, I believe in the Lord. He had a light around him that makes you feel at peace if you're in his presence, but I'm not the type of Christian that cares about what others believe unless they worship the devil. Then I might call someone on you. Yeah, I don't want to hear about no devil worshiping either. Bury that.
Well, in my religion, since we don't acknowledge your Christian God, we also don't acknowledge the devil.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so now wildflower tea. This is a good one. So be ready, because I'm telling you, if anyone's gonna challenge you, it's her. I think all of the Charlie stuff is far past political in quotations. A lot of people make it about politics, and I get it. But the man lost his life, and some things just don't make sense to me. Um, but she's probably going into another comment. And that's a really good point, because like I said, how interesting that like your faith kind of not derails you. I know that's not the right word, but like just doesn't, I don't know, just doesn't make
It
you
was
feel
just
as
not
bad.
a
It's
case
it's
that I
real. It's a
was
real
interested in because
because of faith, right?
well, and especially the kind of faith that I, I think it was surrounded with some very dark entities, one being his wife. And I think I mean, I'm just going to tell you the truth. I think she was in on a conspiracy theory to have him murdered. That's just my opinion.
Um, okay.
I
Sorry,
mean,
hold on.
I
Hold on.
mean, I mean, red rummed.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Um, she said the truth will prevail in the end, I believe, whatever the truth is.
And I mean, honestly, at the end of
Right,
the day,
right, that part.
in anyone's death, we're never really going to know what truly happened until we get to the end of our journey and are reunited with our lost loved ones.
What an interesting opinion on that. I am dropping the link. It's for anyone. I don't have to let people up obviously if I don't want to, but I definitely don't mind a conversation. I think Chris, would you say that you feel better talking about it a little bit even though I don't think we really touched on half the things we should have?
Oh, we're good with whatever, Tara. We said we were going to
Yeah,
let
I
this
just
flow
yeah,
naturally.
let it ride.
And I
Yeah,
think
let
we
it ride.
talked enough. I think we've given enough of a beautiful
I want you
live
to feel
stream
like
for
you're
them.
done. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
done.
Good. And
All
we're
I
not
can
gonna abuse
say is
ourselves and go looking at stuff. We're not doing that in
here,
2026. Not if
and I
you're healing.
know
You
that
can't abuse
you
yourself.
have left things wide open. The link is there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's about to be
I'm
2 hours
sure
and they're gonna
you
all be
left
able to
this
comment
in
then.
unblocked live. We're past our 2 hour point.
No, we're actually about 15 minutes away, so the socks will start coming in,
Okay,
which
well,
does make me not really
let's,
wanna talk about Charlie Kirk because it might get a little crazy.
yeah, it could get a little crazy. And from what I understand, we're going to have to depend on Tara, and we got to give credit where credit's due to a woman who is on her game, and that is going to be who is moderating. And props
Yeah.
and thank you,
Yep.
because I'm sure you're going to be very busy.
And I can't block from here, so I really appreciate my moderators being here tonight, if you are
Well,
one, you
and I
know.
just felt like I wanted to take a moment and recognize the moderators and thank them for
Yeah,
the
I
job that
appreciate
they do
that.
for you.
You know what? And I don't thank them enough, so
Well,
absolutely.
in
Amen to that,
protecting,
sister.
well, whether they like me, whether they don't, I
Absolutely, Megs.
appreciate the fact that in protecting you, they're also protecting me. And I do appreciate it.
Right. Sure. By the way, your makeup looks fucking great. I'm so mad it took me this long, but it did take for you to get all that hair up out your face because your cheeks are blusting brides. You look so good tonight.
I mean,
And you got the
I
cooler
have
shirt
been
on.
here busted, disgusted, can't be
You have,
trusted,
girl.
and I am
You have,
so
girl.
look, I'm taking accountability for it
Yeah,
all.
we got to. We got to. We got to. We
Okay?
can't do because bitch once we know better, we gotta do better. And we can't do better until we fucking figure it out.
When people assume that a comment I leave is a threat, that might be their problem. But I have to learn
No,
that they have
no.
that
You can come up
problem.
and talk about it. I worry about the trolls, Wildflower.
Well, and while they want to take it as a threat, it was never meant as a threat. So I'm going to have
Right.
to be a little more careful when I tell people
And
to
I
be
think that's
careful.
all you gotta do. You just gotta keep learning. And I think when you stop engaging, which I believe you have, and I think you're done. I think like I said, when people say things to you a certain way, it really can put things in perspective of your life. It really can. And I like to believe that you're totally done and you feel like you got
Well,
a lot
and
off your chest. We've been here 2 hours.
I'm
We've talked
also a
about a lot.
woman
I
who
do
is
feel like we
not.
forgot a lot, but
Listen, you have to
good night, Miss
understand.
Wildflower.
I have I have two sides in here. I've got an old flat slate rock, barefoot, creek running, crawdaddy cat catching Appalachian girl in here. And I've also got that not so innocent girl that was just running through creeks in North Carolina catching crawdads. And I'm trying
I don't even know
real
what that
hard.
is.
Oh, they look like
Yeah.
little crayfish, Tara. They look like little crawfish.
Oh, cute. Megs, you know what? You're not wrong. Yeah, wildflower. I worry because we're so close to the 2 hour mark. I would hate to talk about something like Charlie Kirk and them ignorant motherfuckers come in here. Like I just wish Charlie would have came up in the beginning because I would have stopped
Like I
and
said, I will be the first one
And
to
no, that's
admit
the
that
honest
I am
answer. Yeah, no, that's the
healing
honest
and I am
answer.
not healed. And I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah, yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah.
to say something about Charlie Kirk that like bugs me up, because at the end of the
Sure.
day, a good man lost his life.
Yes,
Period.
and like Wildflower said, and I totally agree, it's like past religion, past, faith,
It's
past
very much
politics,
past
you
religion.
know.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
like, dude, when I ignore it, it's
well, I
bad
mean,
because I choose to
and
stay
I would
ignorant
like
to
to
it.
come back to this with Wildflower, because I would like to talk to her about Cash Patel and a message that was sent from Cash Patel to him. And
We are definitely going to see, like, this is the new era. I know that the new era was supposed to start in January, right? But my year has started very, very late, bitch. I only got 1 quarter left. Like, are you joking? It's already September. But yeah, like the live streams are back. People can snipe them. I'm having conversations on my channel. Like the fact that I had to, like, I don't know, I felt nervous to talk about Charlie Kirk after I started doing it because I'm like, oh wow, we're close to this mark where these trolls can come in. And if I'd have been talking about Perez Hilton, it'd have been the same thing. I'd have been like, oh my God, I don't want to know because like there, because yeah, like, I just don't want something so important deviated. No, important conversations are happening over here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who I can get up on this panel, who's gonna click that link and
what
what
I'd
kind of
like to
conversations we're gonna
say
have.
to all the
Click the
people that are
link.
here that knew me before and probably just about shit your pants when you saw who was coming up with Tira, what I would like to thank each and every one of y'all for is for trusting your girl to know what she was doing by having me come up, and really giving me the chance to show you a better version of me. More of
Because you
who
were,
the woman I'm really working towards being is. And I don't think
yeah.
any of y'all will truly understand how much that means, because I do believe I'm very misunderstood sometimes.
I am super appreciative to the people who popped in and said hello in this chat all night. I don't care if we're talking about Gomez because I didn't even think about, even though my community is so small now, right? Like like major players, I guess we'll call them, have left and I have to rebuild, like that's going to be a
You know
thing.
what
But,
though, Tara?
people, hold on, let me finish though, Chris. And then, I think that I just didn't think anything about, I wanted you to feel better, right? That was my biggest thing. I need you to feel better and you're going to talk and you're going to feel better. I didn't even think about how you could get that push that, that I don't know what I'm trying to say, but from chat, because no matter what, I knew certain people would be here, right? So and I appreciate them for even hanging out for 5 minutes, like, and just,
Right,
yeah,
right.
like just letting you talk. And being here to support you, like that's amazing. And that probably makes you feel really good. And I love
Well,
that
and it was
because I think
probably
everybody deserves a chance.
well, and I think it's a whole lot easier since I've worked through some of my triggers. I've worked through some of my anger. And that's the other thing. When you when you lose anyone that is significant in your life, there comes a point when you get really angry about it.
Mhm.
And I couldn't beat up cancer because if I could, my mom would still be alive.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, pull it together. We can do this, girl. And you know what? And everybody, because my past doesn't define me. My
And
past
that's what
damn
I
near
want
killed me.
everybody to understand is that I saw that I was going off the rails. And instead of just letting that train keep going,
The chaos
it
train. Absolutely.
it might have taken a while,
It took me
but I'm a
3 years, girl.
slow
That's way too
breaker,
long. Yeah,
you
very that.
know.
Very that. Very that.
I don't like for that light. I like to go under that light when it's green. I don't like to have to come to a full stop. I like to catch that light and roll.
Oh, yeah. Same.
And that's
Same.
very much what except for I didn't care that anything else was coming. I just was driving like a bat out of hell.
I have a really interesting question for you. Now,
Okay.
looking back, I mean, of course, you regret so many things you've said and shared and all the things because you were so angry and therapied, psychiatristed, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that maybe you bugged up and all that happened because you had to put that anger somewhere until you got your ass into therapy? Looking back, I'm not talking about while you're in it, okay, because that's something totally
Looking
different. I'm
back,
talking
I
about
know
today,
that's
looking back, yeah.
exactly looking back because
I
of
think it was
therapy.
good for you.
I
Yeah.
know 100% that's what happened.
And see,
I
that's gonna be the
totally
positive out of all of
misplaced
this.
my anger because I did not know, I did not have the tools to deal with it. And that's as honest as I can be. It's not a cop out. It's not an excuse because I own the bad behavior.
Right, right. And all we
But
can
I
do is
didn't
try.
have the tools to know how to fix it. So
You know, I
I heard Ann say she was going to
and that's
therapy,
how
and
is what
I
I was gonna
already
say. How
knew.
fucking cool is that?
But I already knew she was like a tough ass, handle shit on your
Yeah,
own. We don't ask
sure.
for help. Like, I already had such a, okay,
She has to know about this, Chris. She has to know about this. Ray Browning, if you do not get your funky motherfucking ass away from my life. Dude, Ray Browning has been in my life for 6 years. I do not
Ray
know who this
Browning
person.
is
Oh my
atrocious.
God. You, what?
Ray
What did
Browning
you
is
say?
atrocious.
Dude, I have had that motherfucker blocked. And you know how I was about whatchamacallit, how I was about blocking people. Like I barely
Yeah,
blocked people
you
this year,
didn't
girl.
do
You know
that.
what I'm saying? No, Ray, dude, whatever he did in the past was so gross that I blocked him and he's been blocked for like 5 years. So because you said Amanda's last name, even though that's what she goes by, She has struck my channel. Apparently the DEA agent has struck it as well. The reject, I should say, the DEA reject. Bitch, you are a whole police and you fucking stalk and obsess and harass me on the interwebs. Do you understand that?
You
And
foam
it is
them
a
out
fact.
in your computer monitor and scream cunt, 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 cunt.
And God, I hate that word. I'm telling you, Chris, when I was in there, because that's the only reason I know she did it. I did click on it, okay, and I know better, but I
Okay,
was not
there's
in a good place
another
either,
subscriber. Sometimes she utilizes her channel. When she utilizes her
Oh,
channel,
rebrand.
it's usually to torture herself with some new beauty device.
I hate you.
Well, I hope Beebs enjoyed
Oh,
that
good.
one because I'm about to talk about her
Right,
homegirl.
very that.
But
You
it's a
know, what? I
subscriber.
have to. I hold on. I gotta say something. So literally, one of my homegirls just texted me, and basically they told me pineapple. I didn't even realize you didn't pineapple me, and my homegirl did. See, Chris, you gotta pay better
Oh my God,
attention.
maybe I was too caught up and forgot
Yes,
myself about the
yes, you
pineapple.
forgot. Why did my homegirl have to pineapple me? Oh my God, no. But you know what though, really? Like you are a whole police, bitch. If I was the police, do you think I would do the things to me and say the things about me that I got documented in my motherfucking phone? Bitch.
Like,
And it's not like she hasn't
how
said these
can
things
she
on her channel.
expect, how
Well,
can
she said
she
it.
expect for anyone to have any sympathy and this is what I want the people who are too afraid to like come into the chat, speak
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
opinion, tell
Yeah.
us to
Even if
fuck
you don't
off.
agree, you still don't want to fucking be here because they'll come after you. They're going to tag you in a community post tomorrow. It's
And
a
you
thing.
know
There's
you're
22
here.
people here.
You're sitting in the rafters. It's okay because we know you are. And eventually
Oh, yeah.
somebody's
There's
gonna
20 people here.
yeah. So we know where those 20 are coming from. We know who those 20 people are.
Because I promise you, a majority, probably 90% of my audience wouldn't even come to my live stream. They are replay gangs. You know, I'm not someone who has a large chat, but my live stream stays in the algorithm for days. So that's the best part. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't know what the point was. What would I say that for?
And
Do we know? I really don't know why I said that. Wow, that's crazy. At least that's the first time that's happened. We're over 2 hours. We're over 2 hours,
so,
girl.
okay, like all you little hall monitors, all the ones that are like checking boxes and making false reports because you can't
They're
handle
not
the
gonna
truth.
affect my channel. Yeah, they're not affecting my channel. They can report all they want. There's not enough of them. They got
Because
Jessica Kent
nobody,
Patreons. That's something different.
I,
You gotta have 1 million subscribers to fuck with my fucking channel.
right,
Cause I don't delete nothing no more, and I ain't getting caught slipping ever the fuck again. You ain't getting my channel taken down, honey. There's an appeal process to any takedown. Cause that's what they want. They want me off the internet. Well, if you guys just quit watching me, I wouldn't need to be off the internet. Stop paying attention to me, right?
right.
It's such bum bitch
It's
behavior.
not
I'm
very hard
embarrassed.
to understand. I mean, truthfully, somebody who is about a seventh grade level, and that's stretching it, understands to, if you don't like it, to leave it alone. If that
Well, no, we
stove
are all
continues
big
to
ages.
burn you, why are you dumb enough to keep turning it on, letting it get hot, and touching it?
You know, I
It
I want to talk about the obsessed one just because we're on topic. Okay, let's just talk about the community post while I'm in the hospital. I don't know, and I'm going to talk about it in a video. I will be filming a video when I get done here tonight. I will be filming a video. I'm just catching up on sleep and stuff, like after hospital a couple days, and just
and you
I
deserve that.
really
And
no, but
you
I
just
think we
that
spent
is
a lot of time
so
talking. Well, I think we spent a lot of time talking in the last 2 days, which has left me a little, like, exhausted and, like, interval sleeping, like, that's not the kind of sleeper I am, and I'm trying to do that, and it's not working, but,
yeah,
yeah, I think 2 days of talking, that's, like, enough energy, couldn't even put it on paper. But I'm gonna say this, and again, I'm going to film a video. I wanted this to be Chris's live stream, and she didn't PowerPoint for us, so we probably forgot a million things. But it doesn't matter. She knows she's moving on from here, and I love that for her. And I don't abuse myself, will not abuse myself. But when you call it a loony bin, you have a lot of fucking nerve, lady. You have a lot of fucking nerve. You don't know what people go through in that place. You offended not just me. You didn't just offend Tira. You offended half of your fucking bunk ass audience. And I am so tired of that lady talking about my pussy in some way, form, shape, motherfucking fashion. I couldn't be sicker to my stomach. She did a poll on top of calling it the loony bin because, of course, I can't schedule content. I'm a real content creator, baby. I got my fucking channel was working. Curly was working for me while I was in the fucking hospital, bitch. Dude, you don't know shit about being a real creator, fam. Anyway, is she in the loony bin or is she getting dick down? I could not be more sick about that lady worried about my pussy. I'm more offended about the dick down than I am about the loony bin. And I really kind of bugged up in my head when I seen the loony bin. And that was the beginning of the, paragraph. I wonder if Chris isn't with us because she's frozen on my screen and she hasn't interrupted me. Let me put the link down in here. Are you guys with me? Am I talking to myself by any chance? You know what, Megs? And isn't that something because you're really so young compared to all of us? You're really very young. So it's like, it's kind of probably amazing to you. Like, you're really close to my oldest son's age, and he thinks this all is just so cringe and weird and all the things. Oh, good, good, good. I'm going to kick you, Chris. I'm going to remove you from the stage for you can come. I love that. Okay, good. No, because yeah, Chris got like totally whatever. And I actually finished my thought. We are really bad about talking, and I don't think she can hear me, so that doesn't help. But that's the link. I didn't even think about how chat could make her feel after this because I just wanted her to be able to dump somewhere, and not have just a paragraph to write, like, or whatever. And yeah, I just think everyone coming here, popping in, staying the whole time, like, dislike. I just appreciate you guys for listening. And I don't like doing live streams like this. I don't. I really, really don't. I would rather just be keying with the chat and, those things. But I also know that it's important to talk about these things because you know what? It's real. And I really am grateful. I'm so grateful that they do it to me because if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else. And I don't even know how I would react when I see them do it to somebody else finally. I don't know how I would react. I really don't. I don't want that day to happen either. because I'm going to advocate the fuck out and for whomever they're bullying after me. The paralegal can fucking go on years and years and years, dude. This can go on for another 5 years. I don't know when this is going to end. I think Megs is literally the only one in chat, and there's 18 people watching me right now. And truly, I feel like you should be ashamed of yourself when you do watch this, because you're over somewhere probably live right now watching me live, right? And you're not going to change how I feel about myself. You're not going to change my mind about things I have and have not done. Um, I don't care if you call things proof, but don't make it true. It's not proof. People choose to believe what they want to fucking believe. I'm very like that too, Megs. I'm very like that too. My son's an old soul too. If my sugar. Oh, the house is quiet. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, no. Oh God, not an 80. Girl, that was Pookie too. I'm telling you, there was some days I was like, bro, are you fucking 80 years old? Very that. I do. I was always like that. I was a bully until I got into high school. And then I found myself bullying the bullies. And I never fought in all my school through 8th grade, never fought a single soul, but I was such a big bully. And that all changed in high school. I never got bullied, but oh, is she playing my live too? See, people think that I'm on a ban evasion. I don't know. It again, they're not creators, they're not real YouTubers, they're not anything but like stalking ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, like I'm going to strike your shit. You're trying to mess with my money, you're trying to mess with my growth, like it's not going to be a thing anymore. It's just not. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to be right here on the fucking interwebs. I'm going to be on the YouTubes. When people stop watching my videos, I might just leave. So I don't know. Talk to the audience. I don't know what to tell you. They don't even comment no more, and my video gets over 300 views. Okay, let's just fucking talk about it, shall we? Stop watching me. Maybe I'll leave. We good now. Very that. You know what? I fought a football player my freshman year. He was bullying a handicapped boy in the hallway, and I bugged up. That is so funny. Yeah, no, I'm so like that. I hope Chris is okay. Maybe she lost connection. I know she was trying to get her Wi-Fi fixed. I wonder if that's what happened, because she was frozen on my end. I'm glad she made it 2 hours if she can't come back. Let me drop the link again. Because I'm sure, yeah, everybody wants to play my live, but nobody wants to click the link. Why? Because I can have a conversation with you today. You guys want me to bug up, and you're not going to come up here because you know that I will clown you, and I don't even got to be ratchet. I will check you for being the goofballs that you are, and you don't want to be embarrassed in front of all your friends. I don't blame you. I wouldn't come up here either if I was you. I wouldn't fuck with me at all if I was you. Hold on one sec, guys. One sec. Sorry, I might have choked on air, but we won't talk about that. I love that you're having family time tomorrow. I hope my family comes up, like my cousins come up here again soon. Because now that my uncle passed away, but they could still go see his wife. I just don't know how often they're going to be doing that. We love family time. My dad has been getting on my nerves, you guys. I think it's because I'm having just a bad couple days. So yeah, he's getting on my nerves. So yeah, maybe I should like be nice to my dad tomorrow. Not that I'm mean to him. I am not mean to my dad, but like he's definitely on my nerves. So I've been snappy. I've been a little snappy while everyone's leaving my live to go watch it somewhere else. I just watched like 10 people leave for breathing. Very that, very fucking that, dude. Very that. Oh, I need to get that one off the screen. Yeah, dude, I just lost like 15 fucking people. I swear to God. Whoever's streaming me, I promise I'm striking you. I promise you I am. Like, I'm not going to keep doing this. You guys, this is fucking insane. This is crazy work. And I'll be honest with you, I have enjoyed you all so much. I normally can say this has been such a fun evening. I don't think it was fun at all. I do feel like I didn't say 100 things. I actually regret not making bullet points. I'm so sad that we lost Chris. You get on my daddy's nerve, right? Oh yeah, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. You know, Beebs is always just right there to be like, girl. You know what? I was gone for 5 days, Beebs. I'm gonna need him not to get on my fucking nerves, okay? He had a break. No, we never, dude, we never, but yeah, he's definitely riding them. But I've just been real crabby too, though, like it's been a real rough, it was a real rough time in that hospital, bitch. Oh my God, he's in another country. I need something to drink so bad, but I do think I'm just going to get off of here. You guys are so dope for being here. I appreciate everybody who chatted. Um, I absolutely positively will be filming a video in the next day or two. I hope to do it and have the energy after this anyway. And, um, I think I'm just gonna kind of say my parting words and, do my best to move on and hopefully my mental health, can let me finish out this year strong. Lord knows I struggled with it a little too much this year. Shame on people who call it the loony bin. Lucky you for never having needing to go, right? Very that. Thank the Lord. Be very grateful. You're blessed. And yeah, maybe like let's stop bullying people. Bullies are whack. Hate groups are whack. I think if you're over the age of 10, like you shouldn't be like ganging up on people and you guys have content for another couple weeks, then you can take your polls and do all your things. And, hopefully Chris will continue to avoid yous. And I know she at least felt like she had her piece and all the things. And oh, I really do. If you want to talk about Mackenzie Shrilovich, Megs, we will absolutely live stream before this weekend is over, motherfucker. I promise to God I will DM you. Yeah, Mackenzie Shrilla, I do. Yeah, that one I'm interested in. That one I have a rabbit hole, not like yous, okay, because I do not rabbit hole like yous with the real true crimers out there. You and Mandy, right, be doing the thing. But no, we will totally do that. I would love to have you. And if I have to strike people every time I live stream, then that's just what I have to do. But it's still the same 30 to 40 people day in and day out. And my live stream will stay in the algorithm for 4 days and continue to be viewed by people and watched by people probably in full duration. Like, what kind of retention rates do you people even have? Like, let's be for real. Thanks to the 14 of you still fucking sitting here. I'm going to get off of here. I'm dying of thirst and I have smoked 10 too many cigarettes. I'm chain smoking and I'm going to check on Chris and it's taking too long for me to say goodbye. Peace out, Girl Scouts. You guys are the shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't do this beef stream shit. And you know what? I'm real proud of Chris. I do want to say that. I think, some people could be concerned, like, oh my God, why would, no, I just, If someone's in the right headspace, dude, and I have this platform, absolutely, I'm going to give it, good night, everyone. Yes, ma'am. And yeah, I'm out of here. Peace out, Girl Scout. All the good things. Let me go get some Coca-Cola. Bye, guys.